The world was stunned when Donald Trump challenged a young African soldier to a live debate on global stage. But no one expected what happened next. This wasn't just politics. It was a reckoning decades in the making. The silence shattered at a conservative summit in Dallas. Cameras flashed as Donald Trump stepped up, eyes fierce. He leaned forward and threw down a challenge. "I challenge Captain Ibrahim Traoré to a live debate. African policies, corruption, power. Let's see what this young soldier really believes." The crowd erupted. Some laughed, others froze. Meanwhile, in Burkina Faso, the sun rose on a nation waking to a challenge no one saw coming. At the presidential office in Ouagadougou, Traoré watched the clip quietly. His advisors warned him, "Don't fall into Western traps." But his eyes never left the screen. "If he wants to talk about Africa," Traoré said softly, "then let's talk." This wasn't ego. It was for the mothers waiting in line for grain, for children digging mines with blackened hands while their schools collapsed, for the memory of Sankara and all those silenced before him. "Get me the world stage. I accept the debate," Traoré declared. Suddenly the world was split in two. CNN hosted fiery panels. Fox News ran bold headlines. "Trump will expose African tyrants." But in Burkina Faso, there were no spotlights or cameras, just a small room, dusty walls, and a man preparing for battle, not a show. Traoré wasn't rehearsing lines. He was carrying stories, voices from women fetching water miles away, children studying beneath trees, farmers crushed by foreign interests. This was history's reckoning, not a soundbite. 3 days before the debate, Traoré visited a remote school. The classrooms had no desks, just cracked floors. A boy named Yakuba stood barefoot, his torn uniform a silent testament. "When you speak to the world, tell them we're not poor. We just want to breathe," Yakuba said quietly. Traoré knelt, eyes glistening. "I promise, your voice will be heard." Meanwhile, in the U.S., the debate was becoming a spectacle. Trump arrived in a tailored Navy suit flanked by stylists rehearsing dominance. Meanwhile, Traoré was barefoot, walking villages, feeling every heartbeat of his people. On debate day, the United Nations General Assembly was packed. Trump swaggered on stage, flashing a smirk. Traoré stepped up silently, wearing a simple olive uniform, a man of truth, not showmanship. Trump joked, "You look like you're about to start a revolution." Traoré smiled back, steady. "Maybe I am." The debate began. Trump spoke of trillions in aid and failures. The crowd chuckled, but Traoré's reply cut deeper than any joke. "You speak of aid as if it's a gift, but it comes with chains, loans that steal minerals, aid that builds palaces, not hospitals. If I feed you but steal your land, did I really feed you?" The room fell silent. Aid wasn't help, it was a trap. 70% returned as profit. His people didn't want pity. They demanded partnership. Trump tried to interrupt. Traoré's gaze stopped him. "I don't pretend to be a savior," he said. Then Traoré shocked everyone. He pulled out a USB and handed it to the moderator. A video played, secret recordings of foreign executives planning to seize African land, bulldozers flattening farms, children crying. The footage was raw, unfiltered pain. A woman in the audience sobbed quietly. Trump shifted. "Uncomfortably. I didn't know." Traoré's voice was calm but firm. "This is African aid sometimes. Eviction, hunger, pain." The truth was undeniable. Critics fell silent. Then came a letter from the daughter of a murdered Burkinabe activist. Her voice cracked as she read, "My father believed in Africa's rise. They silenced him. President Traoré, you carry his dream. Don't let the truth be buried again." Traoré's jaw clenched, eyes wet. "I knew him. He died with empty hands but a full heart." Even Trump looked shaken. The crowd was united in quiet respect. A live feed came from Mali. A woman named Awa showed broken classrooms and starving teachers. "We don't want promises. We want to be seen," she said, eyes locked on the camera. Behind her, a boy raised his hand. Tell the world, we want to be doctors, not beggars. The room was silent. Some journalists wiped tears. Then, an American mother stood up, voice trembling. My son died in West Africa. He said, Mom, they're not building anything. They're just taking. I'm sorry for what my country has done. Traoré walked to her and said, Your son had a conscience. That makes him our brother. Humanity was on stage, transcending politics. Not a dry eye remained. A leaked dossier showed the U.S. sabotaged African gold refinery projects to keep economic control. So we didn't just ignore Africa's progress. We stopped it, a journalist said. Trump tried to speak, but Traoré interrupted. This is our history. Our future was written by outsiders, but no more. The hall burst into applause. A barefoot girl appeared on live video, holding a pencil saying, Africa is poor? No. We are rich in courage. Please don't stop fighting for us. Even Trump looked down. Traoré whispered, That's why I came here. The moderator wiped tears. What more can be said? As the debate neared its end, Trump surprised everyone. You're right, he said. I came to dominate, but I was wrong. I've listened, and what I heard shook me. He looked to Traoré. Power isn't control, it's care. The two men locked eyes. Then slowly, Trump extended his hand. The world held its breath as Traoré took it. This was no longer a contest of who shouted loudest, but who listened deepest. The moderator read a letter from a Burkinabe farmer named Moussa Ogo. My son wrote a poem after watching this debate. He said, Papa Traoré speaks like you, strong, quiet, and true. He wants to build wells. He will never wait for aid again. Captain, you made my child believe in himself. Traoré whispered, That is victory. The audience was stunned as Traoré removed his military beret and placed it on the moderator's table. This was not about winning, he said. It was about waking up. Trump hesitated, then followed. Side by side, they walked to center stage. Traoré asked, Will you visit Burkina Faso? Not as a president, but as a man? Trump blinked. Yes, I will. A single African drumbeat played softly, signaling a unity once unimaginable. Phones buzzed worldwide, trending Trump accepts Traoré invitation. In villages, classrooms, homes, and refugee camps, people stopped, smiled, wept. 1 week later, a photo went viral. The barefoot girl from before held a tiny flag, half Burkina Faso, half U.S., made of crayons. She shouted, Thank you for hearing us. Millions commented, I've never cried this much. I didn't know who Traoré was before, but I never will forget him. This is what leadership looks like. Captain Ibrahim Traoré, once an underdog, redefined leadership, not with weapons or anger, but with truth and the soul of his people. If this story moved you, don't just watch, respond. Like this video to stand with every forgotten village. Comment hope if you believe Africa's time has come. Subscribe for more stories others won't tell. Take a deep breath. If this made you cry, share it. Someone out there needs to see this too. Thank you for watching.